It is Saturday, January 13th, 2012. A new year has arrived at Team ReIGN House, and with it come new opportunities for success, for triumph, and for failure. The path to victory is a difficult one to tread. It is crowded with hundreds of competitors, all striving toward the same goal. For ReIGN, 2011 was a year of small victories and big defeats. But a new year brings a clean slate and a glimmer of hope. And for those in the ReIGN House, hope is all they need to embark on this arduous journey. The new year also brings changes. One of ReIGN's founding members, Brian Spades Francis, is no longer part of the team. During the holiday break, Spades packed all his belongings and moved to his native Tampa, Florida. He failed to warn ReIGN management of his intent to never return.
Brian was supposed to be going home to visit his family. At least that's what he had said he was doing. I found out through people he had talked to, people outside the team that he had spoken to, that said he had no intentions of coming back. But he never actually told Don Moore, who is the general manager of the team, or myself.
Like a couple of days before Brian left, I asked him when he was going to come back. He said he had a couple of things to take care of and that he wasn't sure exactly when he was going to be back.
He wasn't getting any more viewers on his stream. He was only getting like anywhere between 10 to 50 or maybe 100 peak viewers on his stream, which gets him no income. He also was not winning any tournaments. He just really didn't have any income sources other than the team, and he wasn't able to pay his bills.
As long as I've known him, it's felt like he was kind of on the verge of quitting the game. Like he wasn't quite sure if he wanted to keep doing it or not.
We had been talking about removing him for a while actually, and because his performance wasn't up to par.
So the long-term plan was that we would end up cutting him because we needed to make room for other players that were going to come in eventually.
It's a professional gaming house, so like you expect people to be practicing, you expect things to be scheduled, you expect players to be making a living, but none of that is happening at all. I mean, I'm 24 years old. I need to start thinking about, the long term, and I just wasn't really feeling, I guess, completely safe staying there. But once I got home, I kind of reflected on everything, talked to my family about it, and I kind of just came to the conclusion that it's better I stay home. I feel like I'm probably playing some of the best StarCraft in my career right now, so I definitely want to kind of ride it out and see what I can do.
To be a professional StarCraft 2 player, one must have a short memory. To dwell on distractions means to sacrifice the necessary focus one needs for success. As team manager, Frank must get his team to concentrate on the task at hand. That task comes in the form of two team-based tournaments, the IPL Team Arena Challenge 2 and the NASL Team League. In team competitions, individual members of opposing teams are selected to face each other in sequence. The team with the most individual victories wins the match. The world's most prestigious teams participate in these tournaments. For a new, and relatively unknown, group of players, facing the best teams in professional StarCraft can be a tall order. However, ReIGN is up for the challenge.
For foreigner teams, no one is going to be better than Mouse or EG or Liquid as far as players that can consistently win events. We don't have that kind of raw talent that can just beat everyone all the time. What we do have is players who can beat any one player on their terms at any time. The best players are intrinsically motivated. They are motivated by the fact that they want to succeed. Our team as a whole is pretty self-motivated.
A lot of the time I have a lot of trouble motivating myself to play like 12 hours a day. But I still push even when I'm out of gas, trying to just grind out as many games as I can. I try to play at least 30 games a day. It really takes hundreds or thousands of hours to be from a good to a great player. It takes so much time just for that small difference to give the edge in top competitive play. I've been playing a lot on the Korean server, and there's tons of Terrans on the Korean servers. Played, I think, 200 games there. As Zerg, you really just want to contour to the other player's play style. You just want to be like water.
I never know my opponent, so I don't know what race to prepare versus. I just try to prepare against every races. You need hard work and you need luck. Even if you're the best, it's harder and harder to win a tournament these days. So if luck is on my side, Obviously, like any pro gamer can win. Just depends on if you're good that day.
My worst matchup is ZVZ right now. It's a really volatile matchup, like anything can happen at any time. Recently, we played TSL, and one of their Zergs I played against, I had a 40 supply lead and a 20 drone lead, and I threw the game away by going up a ramp and getting fungled, trying to defend one of my bases. It was a really bad feeling being so ahead and then losing. I definitely won't go up a ramp like that again.
I'd say my worst is ZVZ and my best is ZVT. I've always been comfortable with ZVT. ZVZ, since I don't have a lot of practice partners and some ladder opponents are not great to practice with, sometimes when I face harder opponents, I got beat.
If we fail to succeed in any of these team leagues, we're basically back to where we were before the team house. You know, we have to go home. So it's either do or die right now. We gotta win.
The fate of ReIGN in 2012 remains to be seen. One thing is for certain, life will have to be lived one game at a time.